Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is for all the professionals who are preparing for AZ900 Azure Fundamentals exam. Please prepare this question and answer to succeed in the AZ900 exam. This is series 1 of the video, and in this series I will share the question and answers on cloud concepts and core Azure services. Please note that these questions and answers are not actual question and answer. In actual exam, question pattern will be different and there will be multiple choice, true and false, yes or no, drag and drop or mix and match type of questions. For details, please check the official Microsoft exam page, and I will also paste the Microsoft exam AZ900 on the description of this video. And one more thing I want to share is that though this is fundamental exam of Azure, but if you are not prepared well, it will be very difficult to pass in this exam. So please do not take this exam lightly and prepare well before appearing for this exam. So let's start. The first question is from Cloud Concept: how PaaS, platform as a service, works. The answer is, in PaaS solution, you won't have direct access to OS, VM or IIS. Developers can build or develop or customize application in the framework provided in PaaS solution. What are the differences between CapEx and OpEx? IT expenses are CapEx. CapEx means capital expenditure, and when you move to the cloud and you use pay as you go model, then this IT CapEx will become OpEx, operational expenditure. In OpEx, you will get the benefit of flexibility of purchasing softwares, storage, and other IT resources. The next question is, what happens when an Azure VM is stopped? When an Azure VM is stopped, then you don't have to pay for the VM, but you have to pay for the storage. The next question is, as a cloud user, what is your responsibility in SaaS, software as a service model? Answer is, in SaaS model, you are not responsible for storage, networking, compute, OS, runtime or application. You only configure the applications. That's all. Please complete the following module. Discuss Azure fundamental concepts. So you have to go through this link mentioned in this slide to get more knowledge on this topic. The next question is, what is fault tolerance in Azure? In the event of a failure, the Azure infrastructure, the Fabric controller, reacts immediately to restore services and infrastructure. For example, if a virtual machine VM fails due to a hardware failure on the physical host, the Fabric controller moves the VM to another physical node based on the same hard disk stored in Azure storage. The next question is, what is public cloud? The public cloud is defined as computing services provided by third party providers over the internet, public internet. User does not need to build a data center. CSP, cloud service provider, will be having their own data center. What are the characteristics of public cloud? In public cloud, you get pay as you go pricing. You pay for what you use. There is no capex cost. You will have self-service management. Underlying hardwares are managed by cloud service providers. You have to pay monthly usage costs. Give some examples of platform as a service. Azure App Service, Azure SQL Database, Azure Cosmos DB, Azure Synapse Analytics. These are the examples of platform as a service. Next question is, what is elasticity? Elasticity is the ability to provide additional compute resource when needed and reduce the compute resource when not needed. Autoscaling is an example of elasticity. Give some examples of infrastructure as a service. The answer is Azure Virtual Machine. What is hybrid cloud? Hybrid cloud is the mix of private cloud and public cloud. In hybrid cloud, you can use the on-premise servers and you can add servers in the public cloud like in Azure. And in this way, you don't have to pay any upfront cost. You can have public cloud and then you can combine your on-premises infrastructure to implement hybrid cloud. In hybrid cloud, Azure Web App can queries on-premises SQL servers. Next question is who can access cloud resources? You can grant access to any user who has account in Azure AD and you can replicate your on-premise Active Directory accounts to Azure AD and provide access to Azure AD accounts. And with federation, your on-premises can have access to cloud resources. Next question is what Azure Site Recovery does. Answer is Azure Site Recovery provides fault tolerance and during outages, Azure Site Recovery replicates workloads of physical or virtual machines from primary site to secondary site. Next question is what are the characteristics of platform as a service? Auto scale the number of instances and addition memory by changing the pricing tier. This is one of the characteristics of platform as a service. Please give some example of CapEx. Answer is physical data center. Give some examples of OpEx, pay as you go. Azure reserved VM instance, monthly salary of employees, software on lease. These are the example of OpEx. What is private cloud? In private cloud, servers, physical or virtual, are managed by customer. This is called private cloud. The next set of questions are from core Azure services. The question is, what is region? A region is a set of data center connected through low latency network. What is account administrator? The person who creates the account is the account administrator for all the subscription created in that account. What are the services that can be deployed in virtual network? Virtual machine, Windows, Linux, virtual machine scale sets, Azure Kubernetes services, Azure HD Insight, Azure Firewall, Azure Functions, etc. These are the services that can be deployed in virtual network. Next question is what is resource group? A resource group is a container that holds the resources. The resource group can include all the resources for the solution or only those resources that you want to manage as a group. Next question is what is availability zone? Answer is through availability zones, Azure can protect virtual machine and Azure managed disk from data center failure. Availability zones are unique physical locations within an Azure region. Each zone is made up of one or more data centers equipped with independent power, cooling, and networking. To ensure resiliency, there is a minimum of 3 separate zones in all enabled region. The physical separation of availability zones within a region protects applications and data from data center failures. Zero redundant services replicate your applications and data across availability zones to protect from single point of failure. With availability zones, Azure offers industry best 99.99% of VM uptime SLA service level agreement. Next question is what are the important factors of resource group? Answer is all the resources in your resource group should share the same life cycle. you deploy, upgrade, and delete them together. Each resource can exist in only one resource group. You can add or remove a resource to a resource group at any time. You can move a resource from one resource group to another resource group. The resources in a resource group can be located in different regions than the resource group. When creating a resource group, you need to provide a location for that resource group. You can apply tags to a resource group. The resources in the resource group don't inherit those tags. When you delete a resource group, all resources in the resource group are also deleted. The next question is, what is virtual machine scale set? Azure Virtual Machine scale sets let you create and manage a group of load balanced VMs. The number of VM instances can automatically increase or decrease in response to demand or a defined schedule. Next question is, what is Azure AD tenant? Answer is, an Azure AD tenant is a specific instance of Azure AD containing accounts and groups. Paid or trial subscription of Microsoft 365 or Dynamics 365 include a free Azure AD tenant. This Azure AD tenant does not include other Azure services and is not the same as an Azure trial or paid subscription. What is local network gateways? The local network gateway is a specific object that represents your on premises location, the site, for routing purposes. You give the site a name by which Azure can refer to it. Then specify the IP address of the on premises VPN device to which you will create a connection. You also specify the IP address prefixes that will be routed through the VPN gateway to the VPN device. Next question is, what is the hierarchy of organization, subscription, license, account, tenant? An organization can have multiple subscriptions. A subscription can have multiple licenses. Licenses can be assigned to individual user accounts. User accounts are stored in an Azure AD tenant. One tenant can have multiple subscriptions, but a subscription can only belong to one tenant. One subscription can have multiple resource groups, but a resource group can belong to one subscription. One resource group can have multiple resources, but a resource can belong to one subscription. Next question is, what is Azure subscription? Answer is, a subscription is an agreement with Microsoft to use one or more Microsoft cloud platforms or services for which charges accrue based on either a per user license fee or on cloud based resource consumption. Microsoft Software as a Service SaaS based cloud offerings, Microsoft 365 and Dynamics 365 charge per user license fees. Microsoft Platform as a Service PaaS and Infrastructure as a Service IaaS cloud offerings, Azure charge based on cloud resource consumption. You can also use a trial subscription, but the subscription expires after a specific amount of time or consumption charges. You can convert a trial subscription to a paid subscription. What is virtual network gateway? Answer is, a virtual network gateway is composed of two or more VMs that are deployed to a specific subnet you create called the gateway subnet. Virtual network gateway VMs contain routing tables and run specific gateway services. These VMs are created when you create the virtual network gateway. You can't directly configure the VMs that are part of the virtual network gateway. What is Azure Virtual Network? Answer is, Azure Virtual Network enables Azure resources to securely communicate with each other, the internet, and on premises networks. What is Azure Policy? Azure policy helps to enforce organizational standards and to assess compliance at scale. The next question is, what is Azure File? Answer is, Azure Files offer fully managed file shares in the cloud that are accessible via the industry standard server message block SMB protocol or network file system NFS protocol. Azure file shares can be mounted concurrently by cloud or on-premises deployments. SMB Azure file shares are accessible from Windows, Linux, and Mac OS clients. NFS Azure file shares are accessible from Linux or Mac OS clients. What is Azure Cosmos DB? Answer is, Azure Cosmos DB is a fully managed NoSQL database service for modern app deployment. Azure Cosmos DB includes native support for Core SQL API and JavaScript. Azure Cosmos DB Core SQL API provides a formal programming model for rich queries over JSON items. Next question is, explain Azure Blob Storage hot, cool, access as archive access tiers. Hot. Hot is highest storage cost, lowest access cost. Usage. Data that is in use or staged or for migration. Cool is data remain at least 30 days. Usage is short-term backup, disaster recovery, older, not frequently used data. These are the usage. Archive. Archive access tier is lowest storage cost, highest access cost. While a blob is in archive storage, the blob data is offline and can't be read or modified. To read or download a blob in archive, you must first rehydrate it to an online tier. Usage is long-term backup, compliance, and archival data. What is Azure Event Hubs? Azure Event Hubs is a big data streaming platform and event ingestion service. It can receive and process millions of events per second. Data sent to an event hub can be transformed and stored by using any real-time analytics provider or batching storage adapters. The following scenarios are some of the scenarios where you can use event hubs. 1. Anomaly detection. 2. Application login. 3. Live dashboarding. 4. Archiving data. 5. Transaction processing. What is LRS? Locally redundant storage. LRS copies your data synchronously 3 times within a single physical location in the primary region. LRS is the least expensive replication option, but is not recommended for applications requiring high availability or durability. The last question of this series is, what is GRS? Geo redundant storage. This is GRS. GRS copies your data synchronously 3 times within a single physical location in the primary region using LRS. It then copies your data asynchronously to a single physical location in the secondary region. Within the secondary region, your data is copied synchronously 3 times using LRS. This is the end of series 1, and I hope you have liked this video and the content of this video. I hope you will prepare all these question and answer before appearing for the exam, and I will publish the second series of this video for AZ 900 exam. See you in the next series.